Boom. Alright, what's up you guys? It's Royce Jacob. Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we are going to be talking about how the breakout that we have all been waiting for when it comes to a few of our favorite crypto metaverse plays is finally here. You guys, the second wave is upon us. The breakout that you can see in front of us just happened within like 20 minutes of me sitting down to record this video, so I am stoked on how this is timing out. Of course, I'm also excited to share a few of my thoughts on the charts with you guys, talk some technicals, talk some price targets, and although technicals are important, I do want to talk about fundamentals as well in this video. You guys, we are still so early on this metaverse trend, so I want to share a few articles, not even articles, just a few key points that are happening in the macro to remind ourselves of why we're bullish on this trend in the first place. And in my opinion, I feel like this is objectively true, still very, very early, okay? So we will save the technicals for the end. I want to talk the fundamentals first, but before we go over a few of the tabs we'll be discussing, you guys, please give the video a like if you're excited about the second wave, if you are prepared, if you are bagged up. Let me know in the comments down below which of the three names we're going to cover today: Mana, Sand, and Enjin. Do you hold the most of? Which are you personally the most bullish on? Always love hearing your inputs. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel as well, okay? So that said, again, we will cover Mana, Sandbox, and Enjin at the very end. Decentraland breaking out of this elongated bull flag, but this is shaping up to be a beautiful second wave. So we will cover these three at the end of the video. Next to it, we do have CoinMarketCap, just if we want to reference the 24-hour, 7-day price action. As you guys know, the entirety of kind of this, the metaverse sector of the crypto markets has been underperforming the rest of the markets over the past week, but that's okay, you guys. That's just the market works in cycles. It's very, very important to understand that, especially when you are playing kind of these hype sectors. And again, in my opinion, at this point in time, the hype is very, very validated by the fundamentals. So if we need to reference CoinMarketCap, we will take a look at market caps as well, because that's very important as well when comparing these against each other. But the two things that I want to talk about, just to, again, reinforce our beliefs on why we're early, is this. So I'm sure you guys all heard of this. Roblox shares close up more than 40% after a strong earnings report. Some of you may be thinking, how does this relate to the metaverse and why is this bullish for the metaverse? Well, take a look at a few key points here, at a few of their year-over-year metrics, but I do want to share you guys a little piece of content I want to share with you. We won't watch it together, but you guys just type this in, go watch it on CNBC for yourself. Roblox CEO on guidance metaverse creation after announcing new features. You know what? I will play a little bit of this for you and go to the end where they're talking specifically about the metaverse. But you guys, Roblox, Fortnite, these original iterations of the metaverse are just a look into the reality of what the metaverse itself will be in the future. These are currently viewed more as gaming platforms, but they're actually the first iterations of the metaverse at scale. And the numbers we're seeing here are impressive, and I do think these are a precursor to some of the numbers and metrics that we will be seeing in the future when it comes to the actual metaverse, okay? So we will talk about this. And then I just want to remind you guys, if we do need another catalyst, when I was getting this video ready, I wasn't expecting the breakout. I was expecting maybe a little bit more sideways price action, but you know what? It all works out. I do think that this, although old news, will reinvigorate the rally as well, and definitely add some fuel to the flame when it does happen, okay? So Facebook, of course, already changed their name to Meta, but they're changing the ticker symbol in the public equity markets from FB to MVRS on December 1st. So we'll see if that is a catalyst as well. Those are the things. I mean, that's pretty much all I wanted to share with you guys here, if I'm being honest. But we will kick it off by reading over a few of the metrics here. I'll just talk to you guys a little bit more about why I feel this is so significant for the metaverse, and maybe why it's reflecting in the price right now, considering a few other names in the crypto space aren't looking too hot right now. But again, you guys, still early on the trend. We'll kick it off with this. Before we do that, you guys, if you do want to know how I'm personally trading all three of these names, how they're structured in my portfolio, how I'm trading Bitcoin, Ether, Chainlink, how I'm trading crypto equities, Bitcoin miners, Coinbase, after they just fell off a cliff after their earnings report. I'll cover that a little more tomorrow. But if you guys want to know exactly how my personal portfolio is structured, and you want more day-to-day updates on a few of these metaverse plays, because I do cover them a lot. Again, I'm super excited about this sector. Check out my complete portfolio. Great way to support me. Great way to get some information and further education out of it as well. Do my best to make this worth your money. I'm biased, obviously, but I feel it's very worth it. That is going to be the first link down below if you're interested. $15 a month, $40 for every 3 months. Completely up to you. Again, means a lot if you do check that out, but if not, no worries at all. Let's get into the video, talk some Roblox, and then we'll just dive into the charts and talk technicals on these three bad boys, okay? So Roblox shares, again, key points. Shares of Roblox soared 42.2% on Tuesday. The company reported better than expected third quarter financials after the bell on Monday. Shares of Roblox, we're not going to read that, only the highlights. Roblox reported bookings of $637.8 million, up 28% year over year. That is some extremely impressive revenue compared with an estimate 636.5 million revenue excluded deferred revenue came in at 509.3 mil, up 102% year over year. So 2x year over year is staggeringly good numbers, especially considering last year was peak pandemic. Everyone was locked up at home. Now everyone's getting back to their day-to-day lives, like schedules as usual. And the fact that pretty much a platform where you just spend time sitting down in the game, that's extremely impressive, again, given the fact that everyone's kind of getting back to life as usual. Roblox had more than 47.3 million average daily active users in the third quarter, up 31% year over year, and up from 43.2 million in the second quarter. Quote, "It's clear that even users revert back to pre-pandemic routines and behaviors. Roblox remains an important part of their day," executives wrote in a letter to shareholders. And that's extremely important, you guys, and that speaks to the reality of the metaverse. And we've been talking about this a lot in other realms of the market. Just the fact that the pandemic has pushed technology, the evolution of technology forward at a pace that was already going to happen, but it expedited the process of that happening. So instead of these technologies, this metaverse trend happening over the next like 5-10 years, COVID and just everyone staying at home, everyone's cooped up, everyone kind of likes being at home now. That expedited the process to like 1 to 2 years. Now things are really taking off, okay? So this trend was probably already going to happen, but COVID and the lockdowns just expedited this process significantly, okay? Which is bullish, again, for the metaverse. And we will take a look at this here. Let's watch some of this. But this is the metaverse CEO, the Roblox CEO speaking on CNBC following their earnings call about a few of the trends they're looking at. And at the end of this video is where he specifically talks about the metaverse. I'm not sure, I think it's right around here is where a few of the key points come in. So my Wi-Fi sucks down here, you guys. Please just go watch this for yourself. It'll be easy enough for you to find it. Roblox CEO on guidance metaverse creation after announcing new features. Right here, CEO's metaverse principles, fully user-generated, persistent avatar, just the things that pretty much Decentraland and Sandbox are already doing, but they're implementing. And Roblox is a way bigger company at this point with doing way more revenue, way more tangible than these plays at the same time. So that's why I'm just saying, you guys, the fact that they're getting into this now, the fact that, I mean, Decentraland specifically is kind of the first mover in this space and does have first mover advantage. And most importantly, the thing that will attract many to these two is that they're completely decentralized, unlike Roblox, Facebook's Horizon, which is their metaverse. A lot of people aren't going to want to be on Facebook's metaverse. They're not going to want to be on Roblox's metaverse. At least of the older generation, Roblox is very kid-oriented. So honestly, right now, Roblox could be a very promising play in the future. But again, Decentraland, Sandbox are very, very promising plays within the decentralized space, within the cryptocurrency space. And that's why I'm still very bullish on them. So that is my pitch, you guys. Let's talk some technicals. Let's talk about what all you guys want to hear. This breakout, again, I couldn't tell you how stoked I was. Got the video all prepped. As I came to sit down, I saw the break of the line of resistance on the downtrend that we set since we set the high back on October 30th, right before Halloween. Again, waking up the morning after Halloween, the Halloween party, could not have been more stoked to see this. But again, since then, we have been in a downtrend. We have been in that capitulation mode, that two-wave mode. Again, you guys, first wave up, similar to a bull flag. First wave up goes parabolic. The bubble pops. The capitulation starts, the sideways price action, the slowing down, and then the reaccumulation right around this area. But the big thing here is, in both a bull flag and a two-wave, you see this baseline of support, okay? So you see this area back for a couple of days acted as a very significant level of support for Mana at around $2.40. We came back down, popped a little bit, came back down, been just steadily bleeding out a little bit over the past few days. But the line of support is still here. We are still, I mean, the breakout you can see right now is the breakout of this kind of bull flag and the initiation of this next wave up, in my opinion. Okay, so we saw the little bull flag right here, break out of that bull flag. We're seeing kind of a bull flag in the bull flag, which again is making me believe this is more of a two-wave pattern, not as much a bull flag. But the main thing is, you guys, no one really wants to sell around here, you guys. There's way more upside potential than downside potential, at least in my opinion at this point, because right here has acted and proven itself as a significant floor. So at this point, I do think upside is inevitable. You guys know kind of my price targets from the last videos. Just replicate this over here, replicate the initial percentage gain, which is actually pretty conservative to the base of this next rally. So let's get rid of the moon real quick. Just copy paste that bad boy, bring that over here. We'll just go from current levels right here. So that's 365%. If from where we're at now, we do see a 365% rally, that'll take us all the way up to about $12.35. Again, you guys, this, as I've been saying, this is not like a surefire way to do it. This is just kind of what I've observed, and this does look pretty right, pretty similar to just, again, these two-wave patterns, these hype rallies. That's what a two-wave is. It's just a hype rally. The first wave up brings the attention and brings the volume. It brings the eyeballs. You see that initial bubble pop. You see people kind of question their investments if they got it in a little late, but then you see the next rally initiate, the second rally begin, the second wave come, and again, the second wave, always more of a tsunami than the first wave. So would not surprise me at all to see a double-digit mana. When I'll start taking profits, I'll keep you guys posted, but just know I will keep you guys posted, because once again, we're still extremely early. Let's talk Sandbox and then close it out with the new kid engine. So Sandbox, I mean, looking pretty good right now. Also printing somewhat of a bull flag, basing out around here on this previous high. Although we did break this ascending channel, which is not surprising at all, considering this was a very, very steep and very optimistic ascending channel. Not surprising that we broke it, came back down, retested this initial high, reverted to the mean, as I say, of this rally right here. Multiple touch points right here, so it's good to see that this is almost exactly precisely proving itself to be a floor. I will say on Mana as well, forgot to mention, this volume is still lacking at the moment, definitely compared to what we saw during the initial rally almost 2 weeks back now. I do want to see more volume, but I do think, again, with upside price action, with these technical breakouts as catalysts, I do think the volume will come, and I do think that will create that snowball effect, that flywheel effect, leading to new all-time highs for these names. So Sandbox, perfectly coming down pretty much to my buy target. Once again, reverting to that mean, revisiting the initial high setback here of this rally. And I do think that we're probably just basing out, getting ready for another move up. In the case that we do test this line of support, okay? Line of support proven as new resistance on this little bounce we saw right here. That'll take us up November 13th. If we test previous support as new resistance, that would take us up to about $4.80. Get a quick price range in here. From here to $4.80 would be about a 2x, okay? So again, you guys, wouldn't surprise me at all to see this. There's a lot of hype around the metaverse. And again, maybe if we do just see more sideways price action, maybe if this doesn't happen as quickly as some of us want it to, which again is okay. Again, there's still so much down the pipeline. Oculus is popping off. Like, I just got an Oculus. That thing's sick. Coinbase announcing its NFT platform. That brings more hype to the metaverse as well. The Mechaverse has announced some stuff. You guys know I'm super bullish on the Mechaverse. I hold a couple mechas personally. Those are my pinnacle NFTs in my personal portfolio. So there's just a lot of things exciting happening. And again, it's still early. But if there is a single catalyst that will expedite kind of the attention around the metaverse, again, I do think it's going to be Facebook changing their ticker symbol from FB to MVRS, which will just kind of reignite the conversation if things slow down at that point. So maybe things take time, you guys. I want to address every kind of possibility here, and of course we can go down as well. But in the case that things do still go a little slow, just give it some time, you guys, because once again, we're still early. So Sandbox, I do think it's possible if we do see things spark back up, which we're seeing right now. So wouldn't surprise me at all to see within the next 4 to 5 days a 2x from current levels, maybe a $5 Sandbox. And again, Mana, I think as the leader of the sector, is going to be in the lead. So Mana, again, let's take a look at CoinMarketCap real quick, and then we'll close it out on Engine. Right now, Mana currently sitting at just under $5 billion market cap, down 10% in the past 7 days. Let's go down. I believe Sandbox is around. So Engine is going to be around here. Engine number 67, actually up about 2% down in the past 7 days, down 6% today. But along with the rest of the sector, it is starting to bounce back. Engine is a play that focuses on, it's kind of like what Ethereum is to DeFi and stuff, and to a lot of plays within the metaverse. Enjin is kind of that base layer. Enjin is the layer between something like Ethereum and something like the metaverse. Okay, so Enjin is the middleman. Enjin is where you can build and develop games. Enjin is kind of like the engine, the Unreal Engine that we were talking about with Fortnite before, where you can actually develop games on and create NFTs on and build your own metaverses in a sense. Okay, so Enjin, still a very, very solid metaverse play. I described it very poorly there, but I trust you guys will do your due diligence on it for yourself. Enjin number 67, $2.5 billion market cap, about half the size of Mana. And then Sandbox number 74, down 20% in the past 7 days, 3% in the last 24 hours, sitting at a $2.2 billion market cap, so less than half the size of Mana. But again, Sandbox, it did get that investment from SoftBank. That's a great cosign. That's a great stamp of approval. And Sandbox, the more these two skew apart, the more appealing Sandbox will look to me. Again, I do think these will play your leapfrog in a sense, similar to Riot Blockchain and Marathon Digital. And I do think Mana will hold the lead for a good amount of time, but I do think Sandbox can play some catch up. Again, I'll keep you guys posted, definitely in the portfolio newsletter as well, on when I choose to maybe convert some Mana to Sandbox if we do see this, if we do see these continue to skew this way. Okay, so that's Sandbox. Let's close it out with ENJ or Enjin. You guys, I'm sorry, my voice has been gone. I've been trying to get it back, but that's why my voice has just been shot for this whole video. A little too much talking, so it's fading out a little bit. Forgive me for that. But Enjin is looking good as well, you guys. Like, Enjin has seen, like, over the course of this metaverse hype, Enjin has really been seeing some organic growth, which is nice to see. So Enjin in a pretty solid ascending channel right here, broke below it since then. We have been falling off a little bit, but right now we're kind of basing out around this area right here, technically still setting in a higher low on the current uptrend, and that's the name of the game, you guys. If it breaks the channel, as long as it's setting a higher low, we're still good. All right, we're still in bull territory. We're still in a bull trend, so we're still setting a higher low. As long as we're technically above, I mean, even you can consider this the previous low right here. So I can't imagine Enjin sees much more downside in the short term. I do think that we are setting in this higher low, and we are due for more upside. So in the case that Enjin does reclaim this ascending channel, I do think this area right here will come into play once again, as again previous resistance becomes new support. November 11th, this will take us to about $3.60. But I do think it's entirely possible as well that if this hype continues, maybe even by the time you guys watch this video, we're seeing even more eyes drawn to this sector, more capital flowing in, more ETH converting to these names. Maybe it's possible that by November 13th, and this could go way faster, you guys, this is pretty conservative if I'm being honest, over the next few days, over the next 3 or 4 days, maybe we see a run up, reclaim this ascending channel, test the top side of resistance on this ascending channel. That'll take us to, once again, over the next 3 or 4 days, to $4. From here, $4 is obviously like a 30% price increase. And again, if we break through this, if we break this ascending channel, we could see a nice parabolic rally similar to that to what we saw in plays like Mana and Sandbox. Okay, so Mana and Sand, definitely more exciting plays in a sense. There's a lot more eyeballs on them. They're going to be a little more volatile. But as I think people learn about Enjin as a platform and kind of the relevance that it will hold in the development of some of these metaverse platforms, and definitely new metaverses and NFTs to come, I think Enjin will keep up with them, and I do think Enjin is a very, very promising play, and definitely something that you should keep an eye on for yourself if you're interested in this space. Okay, so we'll call it there, you guys. My voice is pretty much gone. I'm forcing it at this point. I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, if you did, please give it a like. Let me know in the comments down below if you're excited about what's to come, if you're excited about this second wave. Kind of pulling back over the course of this video, but that's all right. I remain bullish, you guys, and I'm just excited for the days, weeks, months to come, as I've been saying. Okay, so I'll catch you guys downstairs in the comments. Until next time, always remember, take action, make waves. Peace.